Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished the very strange Skyland, and I think I also miscounted the number of airships remaining. There are still 2 from this point forward. I don't know what I was thinking, but I said the wrong number. So, if I had a hammer, I could skip the first 2 levels here, it looks like. Okay. So this is a hammer-only pipe. Alright, I don't have any intention of skipping levels though, so let's go in here. Alright, so Iceland. There are indeed ice physics, on the ice blocks only. On the ground too. Yeah, so a little longer to stop. Same amount of time to start. Slipperiness only applies one way. Alright, so I haven't really shown the power of the stone statue all that much. Let's knock out some things with it. Can I knock out just the ball of that funny plant? Well, dang. There goes my tanuki suit. Oh, you walked away! How nice of you! Alright, so I can't knock out either element of this pair. But I can tail thwack the bottom one. Okay. This can kill all sorts of things that you might not expect it to. I should have used it on the airship. Those fire jets, those are separate entities that can be killed, separately from the cannon that shoots them. Whoa! Okay, you know what? You can stay where you are. Although, is that pipe enterable? I'm not sure, actually. Let's see. You need to not be shy, and then... I want to say there's a pipe around here that does something, and or something in the sky if I fly. I'll just take my time here. This is mostly a intro to ice physics level. It does scroll up. Okay, let's explore the sky. There are some clouds up here. A door! Just a door in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Door in the middle of nowhere. I don't remember this very well. Alright, so ice sliding tutorial of a sort. Can go through narrow spaces easier with it. Got all the coins. Okay. Let's have P-speed going through here, that way I can fly from wherever I came out of the sky. Okay, just over there. Alright, just a random thing way up here. Okay, that's you. Pretty... like, sure enough there's nothing in the upper left corner that I don't need to go up there, but... there might be cloud patterns. Let's check. There's absolutely nothing but these very loud diagonal lines. Okay. Alright, so, there might be more things later in the sky. Alright, you know what? You can stay there, as long as you don't fireball me. That's the rule. Yeah, so as cool as the stone statue is for, as I demonstrated, as cool as it is for, for avoiding taking a hit, things can also just sit inside the statue and wait for it to expire. That one was polite enough to move aside at the perfect time, but it might not have been. So Tanuki suit, very fragile. Powerful but fragile. So it still squishes a Goomba, it doesn't just like knock it out like it does with other things. Okay, there's more sky to explore. I'm not quite done here yet, just want to be sure. There's probably nothing else, but I have plenty of time left, so I might as well check. I don't know where the ground is. There it is. There was one more cloud I had not seen before. 2 more clouds I had not seen before. Alright, and now I know. The sky is full of clouds. New information gained. Okay, that's level 1. One of these silly things. I'm not in my tanuki suit. I took it off to go into this house for some reason. Whoops. Nope. I messed up. It's funny I can see the line that's rotating didn't quite line up. Like, one line of that flower went to the left as the mushroom was settling into place. Auto-scrolling level. Okay. I remember this one pretty clearly, I think. This scroll is going to go up at some point unless I'm thinking of a different level, which, now that I see it, I think I probably am. This does not assume... oh, no, okay. So this didn't go up exactly. Isn't there like a much taller wall of brick blocks at some point, similar to that, that's gonna... that it has to go over? What am I thinking of? Okay, it's not brick blocks. I was right. This is the spot I was thinking about. Kind of squeezes me against the left edge of the screen there a little bit. you are dangerous. Please go away. Now I'm up a little higher. There was a bit of this cloud that was missing for a frame. That was fun. One up in that brick block, which... okay! I didn't get to in time quite, but there's a one up in there, I'm 99% sure. I will not be having it, though. Maybe I can get it on Loop 2. If Loop 2 includes this level. Okay, nothing much here. It did scroll down. So some opportunity for things to be above. Oh, that scrolls way up. Higher than I can fly. But there's clearly nothing up here. Okay. We've seen the star animation enough times that I'm actually happier just to get a non-star to fill that out. Item inventory looks like that. Whatever I get here is going to be dangerous. Let's do something that you'd normally do if you're just trying to have an easier time going through this game. Use a star in Hammer Brothers is a pretty obvious use for the star. I always found it funny to elongate my flip for as long as I could after that ends if I have a tail when I'm invincible. Because when Mario's flashing, you can't clearly see him flipping around as much. Hey, check it out, a hammer! So with that I could open this shortcut. Is there a better use for the hammer? I'm gonna hang on to it in case there is. Okay, so again, last item is in danger of being erased. I'm going to hold off on that Toad House for a moment. Well, I guess let's, I can't use something that's not a star or a... I mean, I'm never going to want this. Let's just waste the cloud. I can enter a level while in cloud state, and it does nothing. Look at this funny grass block here. Huh. How often does that thing show up? That's not the only instance of it, is it? Okay, I'm gonna be watching for that one now, because that didn't look very familiar at all. Whoa! Well, man goes Tanuki. That's fine. Kinda did want it for the fortress coming up, but I will not have it. That's fine. Unless I find another one in this level, which there might actually be. Is this a spot with a suit? Yo! Okay, well, fortuitous timing. Alright, so same sort of coin formation as last time we had this, I think. Can't go back in that pipe, just... I want P-Speed coming out of that pipe, that just seems like a good idea. I won't have much... Oh, it's the same pipe, okay. If I have P-Speed and a tail... where's ground? There it is. I'll check that one brick just because I haven't yet. If I have P-Speed and a tail, and I walk off a surface, Mario actually goes up a little bit. As you saw there. So I could see clearly there that the respawn boundary is right on the edge of the screen. There's no, like, buffer zone a little bit outside it. Like, that Koopa Troopa was just barely on the edge of the screen when I respawned it. Room for there to be some more stuff in the sky. I don't know how much flying I want to attempt here. Isn't there a fire chomp in this spot? Or somewhere around here? You better be a 1-up. Well, I didn't get you. All white, like, frozen 1-up mushroom. Whoops! Oh. So statue counts as ducking height. I just learned, and does not get pushed off there. Okay, well, I guess I'm satisfied with not exploring the rest of that sky. Not every sky has things in it. Okay, I have an empty slot that is safe as protected from being overwritten at the moment. Right, because I took that cloud with me. I got a mushroom, oh boy, okay. I should test at some point, if I would use a mushroom in this state, would I turn into Big Mario without a suit? This is another element that I'm not sure. You know what? This is a great Tanuki spot. That's a leaf. You'll have to take my word for it. Oh, this has a secret. So, pretty calm platform ride. Aha, here's a chance to demonstrate something. A couple of things. Number one, knock out a rotodisc with statue. That's fun. I don't know what number 2 was. Oh, this is not the spot I thought. There's a place where I want to ride a platform that looks like that, all the way down. Oh, I know this fortress. This is the one where I can do something special. Do these count as one unit? They do. This is a leaf. Sure. Getting rid of the rotodiscs is a great idea here, because I need these in particular gone. They are very important to remove. Because there's a task I'm going to do starting in this room. What's to the right? I also want to fly, yes. I'm not ready yet. That box doesn't have the thing I'm interested in it, I'm pretty sure, but I'll hold off on that just to be absolutely sure. Okay. So rotodiscs are dead. There's flying to be done. I'm not ready for box popping just yet. Important business first. What's up here? Another pair of rotodiscs opposed to each other. One-up mushroom that's not completely frozen, only partially. Okay, once again, this count as one unit. Okay, so I need to do something special here. One of these has a star in it. It's that one. I want to get that star and make it all the way to the end. Forget what's in this box. I'll have to check it later. I'm racing here. What, did I make it? I did not. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna cancel this and retry. This is the one level I'm aware of where you can do a star kill in Boom Boom. Being small will help me, so let's stay small. Or at least turn small there, I guess. Okay, so having the small... having the small experience through here. At least a non-tail experience. So this platform ride is kind of mean. Because those things can just sort of come out of nowhere. Sure, they're at fixed locations, but I don't always get a chance to see where they're coming from. That one I did. That one was totally my fault. Let's see, there's some... Oh boy, yeah, that's a situation that's hard to handle. Some Photobo implementations involve some randomness. Yeah, I'm not getting that mushroom, are you kidding me? I'm not sure if this one does. Those might be on a completely fixed timer that doesn't have any variance in it. And they might not. Just get the candle flame out of there so it doesn't cause me a problem later. Alright, sure. Okay, so I will take a mushroom for a moment here just for some safety from the... Oh, well. I guess that was in range. You know what? I'll take a mushroom here for safety. I have a million items. Way too many. Just get rid of a fire flower or something. You know what? Let's do a star, too. Just for fun. Gonna knock out one of these, if I can. I can! There we go. Even as a leaf, that's, like, completely not safe at all to get. Theoretically, if I could have made it to that platform, I could have retried, but the platform is a little too far away for that. Yeah, I don't know, that's just kind of an excessively dangerous opening to a fortress. Okay, so once again I'm gonna just forget the leaf, probably, because it's just not really worth getting. 2 out of the way, and there's a leaf later, if I want such a thing. To get up to that 1-up, which I do not care because I have plenty. You know, I'll bet I could skip all this. Sure can. There's even a lip on the bottom there, so I didn't have to duck into a narrow section to get to it. I can just fall straight down at the wall and be totally fine. Alright, so rotodiscs are here. They'll actually help me out. So I know where the star is, so let's pop every other box. Then I'm going to want to be small, because the race to Boom Boom is actually quite tight here. So I don't want to have to duck under that. That's a leaf. Okay, got it. Alright, that's good. I want to take that hit, and I want to take one more. Great, okay. Now I want to get the star, like, all the way over here. I know it comes over to around this spot. Shoot. This isn't gonna work, is it? Do you last forever? Maybe you do. Okay, that's about the best I'm gonna get. I'd really like P-Speed, I got it. This should do. There we go! And the question mark is upside down. I guess that's because, like, starring an enemy puts the enemy upside down, and that, like, applied to the question mark, and he just disappeared, so it had to spawn in the center. Anyway. Always fun to try and do that in that fortress. Look at that little Mario. Alright, you can only miss twice. This is going to erase probably a lot of items if I get too many. Star and... was this star? No, that's flower. 10 coin, I'm going to say maybe he's here. It is not. That's star. Okay, whatever. Where's this pipe go? I haven't been into this one yet. I guess a bridge will happen here at some point? Huh. Okay. So it's like a lock, but like the opposite. Instead of destroying something, clearing a fortress will build a bridge there? I suppose. Line up the pictures and get a prize. So I think part of the technique here is I want to hit it like a little before where I want it to line up, but again, it's rigged in a way that that's not reliable at all. Alright, I don't know what I want here, I'm just gonna take a mushroom. Just to have something. And because I have too many items and I should spend them more. Alright, so, totally plain normal level here. Nothing special going on. I was lucky to survive that. Goombas go on a little journey here. This is a very dangerous block to get to. I did it, though. Did not get the prize, but we saw it. Well... and then I died to the danger I mentioned. Hammer Brothers don't have a lot of range to roam. They have to get up in each other's spaces. Alright, well, let's not worry about that one up then. Though now I kind of want to actually get it. So let's try again. Man, that jump is just unreasonably dangerous. Because, like, if I bonk on the brick block, well, how safe could that be? Gotta wait for the procession to finish first. Okay, so that little grassy thing did show up in this level too. Whoa! Slow down! Slow down, messing me up. So what if I bonk on this and then hold right? That's probably the safest way to do it. Get it to the right, because that's the way I'm gonna jump, and I guess that was fine. Alright, I learned the ways of that one up. I'd like to bop this because it has a mushroom in it. Well, I guess I'm not getting that mushroom though, and I'm dying! Okay. Deadly level here. Hammer Brothers gonna make a lot of noise again. Not as much as last time. That is not what I meant to do. So I blew my warp whistle. It was the first item in my box. I'm in the warp zone now. This will restart World 6, won't it? Interesting. So warp from World 6, you get 5, 6, 7. Okay, you know what? That's not the happiest of accidents, but that's interesting. That can be used as a world reset. And the lock is back. Okay. Well, alright, gonna play through these again real quick. So I can duplicate whatever this Hammer Brothers prize was. Once, for as many warp whistles as I have, I guess. So use a valuable resource to get one that... Actually, that's another hammer! Interesting. So warp whistle can turn into a hammer if you know exactly how to do it. And I guess I don't have to play through all of these, that's fine. That Toad House will has returned, and will have... It had a mushroom for me last time. Maybe this time the prize will be better. Right, inventory check. Lots and lots of room. What do you have this time, Toad? A leaf. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that's a standard mushroom flower leaf set of items. Right, so among other things, this is an opportunity to get through this level with a Tanuki suit and have a real fight with Boom Boom. Since I already did the star kill, we know how that goes. Yeah, so you can see stone statues are more powerful than star because you cannot knock out a rotodisc with a star. Let's try statuing on his head. Okay, it's just like a normal squish. This one has wings. I guess I haven't really seen him fly around a whole bunch. Let's see how that works. Well, that is not the way I expected you to fly. Okay, got it. Right setup, question mark. And one more level that I did before that silly accident, I think. Did I actually get through this level? Or did I die in the middle of it, and then power up, and then... Yeah, I died in the middle of this. Okay, so this is right back to where I was. Alright, that's fine. See, that took, like, no time. Game is actually super small and quick if you go fast through it. Well! This platforming is harder than it looks. Alright, right here. New records in this level. P-Switch is going to turn those into coins. There's a fire chomp here. Maybe that's the one I was thinking of before. There you are. Bop. The tail fires don't actually hurt while they're still attached. Only when spit. Okay. There we go. Everything is fine. And Spade Pal, you know what? I don't even want that. I've done that enough times. We know what it is. It's the same every time. You can get some prizes. I have more than enough items for the rest of the game. There's just no reason to mess with that. And these guys will give me items too. I want to get to this level right here. Is this the one or is it the one next to it? Is this the legend? It's either 5 or 6. I think it is 5. This is the legend. Okay. The most important level in the entire game here. Alright, so I can go into this pipe, and I end up here at a funny little room where there's a leaf in a block. I can go through this pipe, and now I'm at the end of the level going backwards. Well, fortunately, I can return back into that pipe and get another leaf as many times as I want. This will take me back to where I was. Alright. This level. I have so many things to say about this, but let's just get a lay of the land first. So he reveals a leaf for me. How nice. I now can use it. So a whole lot of these guys throwing blocks around. Just making the place dangerous. Koopa Troopa here. Green one. That guy's important. Too many things going on screen for the game to handle. And I get to the end, and this should look familiar. Alright, so that's showing that it's not the act of sitting that makes me deadly. It's the act of sitting while on a slope. Because I was still sliding and the thing hit me. Okay. You can break blocks with that and cause all sorts of slowdown. So, right. Many leaves being given out. Some things above. If I fly here, I find that odd structure. Let's just check the rest of the level. And yeah, many dangerous things on the ground, making flying kind of hard. Here's some bricks. Just bricks. There's something up there. That one has a 1-up in it. I don't know if I can get to that. It'll come down to me. Yeah. Alright, so if I fly here, just many notches in the ceiling you might want to go into to explore to find something to do. There's a brick wall there, which I could break through with my tail, sure. Let's go from the other end, because I'm pretty sure there's a more official way in there. Alright, too many of you around. Please go away. Are they immune to ice blocks that are kicked? I think they might be. I think we saw that a moment ago. I keep not getting a full flight here. I need to... My jump needs to happen near the hole I want to get into. Alright, so we've explored all the pipes. And with this, we've explored basically all the ceiling holes. So yeah, just use your tail to break through those bricks. So right, the actual exit to the level is up here. There are nipper plants in the way, there are a few bricks here, there are no P-switches in this level. So if I go down there, I'm gonna get nipped and not have my tail anymore to thwack the bricks. I could hack something together to like thwack one of these and not the other to be able to do that. That's pretty hard to do. So as far as I know, the official solution to this involves... Yeah, so you get all the leaf refills you could want, and the pipes make sure you have access to them. You gotta make this happen. So this action that I'm doing right here, this was absolutely impossible for me as a child, and it was a huge learning moment to be able to do that, because in order to do what I was doing there, I have to hold the B button to run and hold the shell, and then tap the A button continuously to fly. You can't just hold it, you have to actually tap. So while the pad of my thumb holds the B button, the inner knuckle is tapping the A button. So I'm holding with the tip, and then flexing it to repeatedly tap. When I was I don't know, 6 or something when I was playing this at first, that was physically impossible for me to do. And then it was a huge moment of my childhood when suddenly, after trying again and again and again, I learned the muscle control to actually be able to do that motion and hold the button while tapping the other button. It was a huge moment. Big deal. I remember it distinctly. And that is one of the reasons I will always remember this game. That level. Hey, check it out, a hammer suit. That's important. So, final high tier power up. You know what? This is bothering me. It's just sitting here. Let's not erase that hammer suit, but I know I have a whole lot of room. I saw where it went, I think. I didn't pay much attention to where it went, but there was a time when I saw it. Also, I got nothing out of that. Hammer suit, safely far from the edge. I guess we haven't observed an item erasing another item yet. I'll try and show that at some point. Anyway, so, right, that level, of course, I could not clear it back at that age, so I would always have to go through 6, or use a cloud, or, you know, hand the controller to a sibling or something when I was going through here. Here's another element that only shows up in one level. Fish jumping out of one pool and into another. So is that just one solitary fish? Yeah, now that it's dead, no more jump. All these funny little... Oh hey, there's a star. Because it is right next to 6.5, I don't remember 6.6 nearly as well. It is much less significant. But it has the fish jumping out of pools thing, which is interesting. Just gonna check if I can go into these pipes. There's definitely at least one pipe in the... Whoa, let's try that again. At least one pipe in the game that both houses a piranha plant and... Oh, that's interesting. Funny interaction there. Houses a piranha plant and you can go into. So the presence of a... Hello, hidden block. The presence of a piranha plant does not indicate inability to enter a pipe. The one I'm thinking of is in 1-2, up in the sky, where you get to that place where you fall for some coins. After hitting a P-switch, I think it is. Alright, here's a fire flower. Useful when underwater. You can't tail thwap underwater, so that is not a good defense. So here's one of those cases where fire is better than flying. Pretty sure there's nothing down there, maybe a pit to fall into. Let's check it, just because I didn't see how far the floor goes. And since I'm doing something that amounts to a 100% exploration run, even though it's not actually what's happening, sometimes I'm pretending like it is. That's the primary goal of this playthrough. See all the things that can be seen. This level kind of goes on. Oops. You know what, let's try and stomp the fish since I haven't done that. That's what that's like. Alright, now I'm on the other side of that ice wall that I couldn't cross from above. Okay. Something went brididing. Oh, well, this happened by accident. Yeah, okay, so I have 77 coins. The second last digit of my score is 7. And my timer was a specific value when I ended that, so a Hammer Brother can transform into this if you end the level with that very specific set of conditions. Both digits of coins, same value. Timer... No, that's right. It's the score and the coins at the end of the level, but depending on the timer value you choose when getting the goal, it might disrupt your setup. It's like even versus odd, because it gives like 50 points each tick of the clock or something. Anyway, yeah. So this is the coin ship. It's always the same layout, no matter where you spawn it. Any Hammer Brother can turn into it if you do that layout. This means I'm missing out on the item that this Hammer Brother would have dropped, which is unfortunate. There's a one up here somewhere. Is it here? Yes. Get this funny palette shifting block. I don't know what that's about. Oh, hang on, so the Boomerang Brothers that spawn at the end of this, did they have the item that the Hammer Brothers would have had? Or is it always... I think you have the item the Hammer Brother would have had, so I don't lose anything by doing this, actually. Okay. I have a hammer that could break through that if I really wanted to skip World 7. Level 7. I don't really care what happens here, I'm just gonna hit the button. Okay. Alright, 7. Another auto-scroller with donut lifts in it. Great. There's one more coin off screen there. There were 3 in that chain. So, this is gonna go down. I'd have to take one of these or the other. The top one's the natural one. Do I want to try and tail thwap a fire chomp? That sounds dangerous. So I will stomp it instead. We'll try and get all the coins. It's a fun challenge to attempt. Oh, I went down too low, I guess. I don't know if the donut lift stopped existing and I fell and couldn't jump, or if the death plane is just that high. It is pretty high in this game. Not a whole lot of buffer zone. But like, there's a 3rd coin down there. You heard 3 badings. Let's take the other one this time. Works fine. Oh. Is the fire tail actually deadly? Yeah, so the donut lift didn't drop because it was off screen. So that's a thing that happens. They don't continue processing their script if they're not within the normal bounds of the screen, I guess. But they do stay solid. Funny how that is. So I took a hit there by stomping on that thing. Maybe the fires do hurt when they're in the tail. Dang. I guess maybe I was wrong about that. I was pretty sure they didn't, though. Alright, let's take something. I don't know, fire flower is fine. I just had a thought. What does the music box do to the coin ship? Probably nothing. I assume it just leaves it as is. Okay, I'm gonna thwack this chump. There, I did it. Okay, tail. Oh, you're slowly falling down. Whoa, and then you stopped for a moment and looked at me. What was that about? All these funny little behaviors of this silly NES game. With this slightly janky programming in it. What is this? That's a flower. Okay, I'll stick with my tail. Thanks. In this game, donut lifts are solid on the side. I don't think that is a consistent feature of them. Some games... Oh, I'm not getting those. Okay, well... I failed to get all the coins challenge, I guess. Okay, well that time I was sure not to step on your fire. With all the funny spawn conditions of bonus objects, maybe something would have happened if I'd gotten all the coins, but this time I did not. Oh, and I needed to bring the fire flower. These coins are frozen. So if fire, I could melt those and get the coins out. Okay. So I will put that in my notes for loop 2 to attempt to do. Alright, second fortress. Then there's a level 8, and I think there's a 9 further in here. Sideways thwomp, ghost, spare leaf if you need one. I could probably fly under here if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Very slippery in here because everything's made of ice. Makes it easy to slide under blocks, but also easy to slide off blocks. Rotordiscs orbit the empty space. So do I just not lose speed at all? No, I do. It's just very slow. Alright, this looks like the Boom Boom Room. He's on a little platform this time. I brought some flight. He looked real angry for a moment, like he was swinging his arms fast. Yeah, this one's behavior is a bit different. I just feel like Boom Boom never gets to show off his behavior all that much because he dies too fast. That's just the life of a Boom Boom. Also, that background had stripes on it you can only see when the light shines on it. So, bridge is there now, we know where that pipe goes. 6-8. Ah, this is the non-frozen ice level. This is the one, not the other one I was thinking about. This is the one where you can easily fly under it with a P-wing. Okay, maybe I'll show that later. I guess you can do it in both. Like any level where you have a thing of water that lets you get down. You can just barely stay above the death plane, but not experience block solidity. I'll demonstrate it at some point. But yeah, if you really want to skip a level and have a P-wing, like not even engage with any of it. It is actually pretty dangerous to go under, so... H. So that guy did... What the... There's a 1-up up there. That's right. I forgot about that. So that guy did get knocked out by an ice block. But does it happen when... Oh, what's this P-switch for? What is this P-switch for? Is it left or right I want to go? I guess it was left. Well, now I need to know what the P-switch was for. Oh, it might be for the sky. Hold on. So what's above me? Hold on, I need to refresh my flight because I jumped. P-switch is to make me wonder what it's for, and it did that job. Yeah, it was for this big block of bricks. Okay. So come up here with switch pressed and get a big brick cache. There might be a 1-up hidden in there somewhere. Let's check the rest of the sky, since I'm already up here. See if there's anything more. Does not look to be. Alright. right? Yeah, I think there's a 1-up hidden in that big brick block somewhere. Getting it out without the P-switch might be a tall order, but I'll bet I could do it. Wouldn't take too long. Do I really want to try, though? A little bit. Here we go, this is a good starting point. Okay, yeah. I might be making this up, but let's find out. So you do get a few points for breaking bricks without collecting them as coins. That can be relevant if you want to manipulate your score for the coin ship, but other than that, there's not really any reason to care about points as far as I know. And collecting these, okay, yeah, the bottom row is going to be real annoying. You know what? I don't think there's a 1-up in there anymore. I'll try and collect them on a future pass through this level. Let's see if one just doesn't collect, and then that will be the one with the mushroom in it. Really? I don't wanna. I'm gonna stop doing those, because again, the game's always the same, I'm just not interested. There's a 9 and a 10! It counts all the way to 10. Can I fly over that wall? This is gonna be an annoying place to get flying speed. Am I making progress? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so with a P-wing I could, without, it doesn't look particularly doable. Water music. So my tail's... whoops, well, I don't have it anymore. So there's an above. Oh, those just hurt me, I see. Somehow I thought they'd be like micro Goombas and just stick to me and hamper my movement, but no. I'm skipping something by not going up. What am I skipping? This level I do not remember at all. So funny blooper that launches those. Little babies in a formation. Does this have a mushroom? It does. Alright, let's stick to the above for a moment. Despite looking kinda icy, it's not slippery there. So that... is that a frog suit only secret? I have a frog suit, I'm gonna have to bring one here to see what's under there. Okay. I'll scout the rest of the level first, but I need to die and come back in. Because there is something there that is not accessible to non-frogs, it looks like. Go away. See, I think the over route is a lot safer here. And then you go look at the route that's over top, and it looks like this. That's gonna be a P-switch. Why? Oh, it turns the munchers into coins! Well, look at that. We can make it safer here. Oh yes, and that's very important for something later. That's what I thought. I say I don't remember the level, but little bits like that come back to me. Can I get in there? Let's see. I think I bumped it and I think I didn't get through. Okay. But anyway, I have to come back here with the frog suit. This is elaborate. Very messy level. Does this pipe go? Yeah, that one goes. Oh, that's just the exit, isn't it? Well, shoot. Now I'm waiting for the timer. Alright, that's fine. Oh no, time up. If only I had touched the goal object. Alright, so there was more to see down below, but mostly I want a frog suit. What a random place to have to bring one. But here we go. I mean, I guess not so much since this is the water level of World 6. Okay, so there's a lot of danger that's gonna make me maybe lose my suit, such as just falling off the bottom of the screen. Okay, so watch out for that. How many do I have left? 1. Alright, last chance. Let's be an invincible frog. Which probably won't help. But I'll see if I can at least get that blooper with it. I could, okay. So that danger is removed, that pipe doesn't go. It still pushes me, it's just that I have the capability to fight it. So frog-only section, good grief. What's up with the frog-only section? Okay, funny obscure room. I don't think I've seen this very many times when I've played this game. I'm fairly certain I've been here before, but not often. No way to get all those coins, so I just get a few of them. Okay. A dusty, out-of-the-way room. Probably not that dusty because it's all watery. Alright, and I did mostly above stuff last time, so let's stay below. You are very in my way, and you grow back your babies so quickly. It's very fertile squid. Many, many dangers. Okay, and the road just kind of ends here, and that's where the pipe is anyway. I did not miss much. Alright, well I'm frog suited for the next level now. There's a thing I still want to do with the frog suit, and this might be my last chance. This loop. So to not have to do it on the future one. Let's see if I can find a shell in this next level. Which, yeah, technically I could skip, but why would I want to do that? I found a shell. It's right there. Alright. So funny thing about the frog suit, if you don't like the movement, there's a... Oh, it's this level. This one is also quite notable. And I will have to lose my frog suit. If I have a shell, Mario just stands up and walks as if it's totally normal. And I get my full range of movement. This is a fire flower that I need. Okay. Have a fire flower now. That guy is here. Oh, right. This vine is like super hard to find if you're just playing the level normally. Do I want to go straight to secret stuff? I guess I'll look around first. So lots of fire flowers, and here we go, I can warm those coins. And I can warm these coins and collect them. Then there's these munchers, and a pipe below, isn't that funny? I think the level continues after this, and I'll be able to continue, though I will have a Tanuki suit at that time, won't I? Alright, well that's the amount of fire flowering I'm gonna do. Let's go here, take this vine. And then this big column of bricks makes it look like it's the P-switch prize, but the real one is elsewhere. I'll get some of those. But since we saw in the last level that it turns munchers into coins, that's how you go into this pipe. Very well hidden secret for... Oh, it's a hammer suit, actually. Okay. Okay, I'd like to keep this, because I have only one other in my inventory. I have 2 chances. Oh boy. Okay, so you want to put a stop to that. Well, you put a stop to it. Well done. You know what? I can try again. Let's see the rest of the level without that. Just to scout it out. So right, there are 2 airships left total. That have, you know, transformed kings at the end of them. And for at least one of them, I want to be hammer-suited to see that dialogue. So this is what I'm going to have to go through with that hammer suit for that to be a chance at it. And I have 1 in my inventory? There are more in the next world, but I'd like to get this done in this world if I can. The smart way to do that then is to skip this level and do the mini fortress first, so there'll be nothing between me and the airship with that hammer suit on. Then I'm going to have to survive. I still have a cloud? Go away. And here's a mushroom. The mushroom cancels the cloud. So now I know. Alright, so mini fortress first, to open the way to the airship. So that I don't have to do this while keeping my hammers. Hammers will knock out the... Boo Buddies? Is that what those are called? Tanuki can too. I think a star can too if you bring one here. Do these ever exist in a place with a star? I might be making that one up. Conveyor belts are here, by the way. Just as nasty as conveyor belts in every game. Wow, okay. Guess that counted as touching. Alright, this funny room. Survived for a while. That door that was up there, I need to go into that thing. Ba-boom, ba-boom. And then it stays down, so it doesn't go back up or anything. Just gotta wait for the wall to come to you. This looks like it might be a hassle. Maybe not. Ooh, calm down, boy. There we go. Ah, I was hoping it'd land on the block. I guess it doesn't do that. Okay, so castle is right over there. So let's bring that hammer suit. So to do that, I need a fire flower. There are 2 power-up blocks in this level. Both have fire flowers in them. This one won't yet because I don't have one of my own. A mushroom leon. You go away. Vine, come here. This needs to also go away. I just want this a little clearer. Boy, that thing's hard to pick up. What? Right. So no easy way to reset that if I don't get it, so I really want to melt the appropriate ice blocks now, before I lose my chance. Alright, so that would be just these two. These two, yeah. That other one can stay frozen, it's fine. And anything I kill here will not stay dead because I'm changing screens. Alright, P-switch, whoops, I fell. Whoops, that's fine, I don't need the fire flower anymore. Alright, sure, I'll take a couple of coins, but that's not the point of this. Hammer suit. Right, and this blocks me for a moment. So yeah, right, so hammer suit features, you can throw hammers like a hammer brother. I can make them go farther if I'm moving at the time. And I can duck, and this makes me fireproof. I also cannot slide, that's a feature of it. Like, I can't duck while I'm walking on a slope, and I can't slide if I'm ducking on a slope. Alright, so you are dangerous, I'm just gonna move away from you. And there's another dangerous boy here. I'll try and hammer him. Ah! Alright, trying again. Alright, well, that's a problem. I don't think there's another fire flower here, is there? Right? Like, even if I go to the right, I can't go in that pipe to reset things. Yeah, so I just have to start over. That's fine. I need you. There we go. What if I go fast here? Maybe that's a better way to do it. There we go, you're knocked out. Goomba, go away. I'll leave those coins, those are helpful for platforming here. Alright, so, Fire Flower's job is done. Get the hammer suits. Why did this happen? What on earth? The vine didn't go all the way up! Well, I guess I have to start over because the vine broke. Weird. Maybe I walked away too far? Okay, I didn't realize that could happen. Let's make sure this goes all the way up first. Okay, and don't bop the P-switch block because those will also despawn. Gotta leave it in the block until it is time. Man, you are such a problem. But not this time. Path is open. Hammer suits. So there's like a couple of different ways to try and handle this. I can just sort of scoot and try to outrun my enemies. Maybe that would be more productive than staying here and actually fighting. Okay, so that guy's dead. I can just throw a lot of hammers and hope they land on somebody, which actually that one is working pretty well. Wah! It wasn't till it wasn't. Wait a second, I haven't melted the thing yet. I guess actually, sure, that is a valid way to do it. It's a little harder, but I guess I'll show that the P-switch doesn't transform the munchers in the ice blocks. They only become coins when they're thawed. Yeah, you can see those down there. But they will still coinify once melted. Alright, hammer suit, once again. So let's try maybe just zipping. Let's go really fast, not wait for anything. It is slippery, so it's kind of hard to platform sometimes. Well, going really fast predictably didn't work too well. Right, so for this to actually work out, I'm still going to have to one-shot clear the airship without getting hit at all. I do have one hammer suit in my inventory that I can use if I don't manage to do that. But we'll see what happens, maybe I'll pull it off. Alright, so, but this gauntlet, this is the dangerous spot. So you're not picking that up when you're at that distance. What if, instead of going fast or aggressive, I go slow and defensive? Because he will pick that up and... okay. Slow and defensive, apparently, is the right way to go. Just watch out for you, and there's like one more hazard? 0 more hazards. Okay. Alright, hammer suit is with me now. And that's the only chance I have to get that one. Unless I would game over, which I guess would be an option, technically, if I wanted to retry. It would take a really long time, though. You're a seal. Okay. Just having a great time with that crown. Why would we change him back? He's loving life right now. Alright, so blue airship. Does this one have the nuts and bolts all over it? It sure does. So yeah, this is a much heavier use of these. I don't know how mandatory they are. Maybe they're all skippable, but like, I'll be interacting with them a lot more than before. Yeah, so take a look at this. I probably want to switch just to get a little farther right for safety. Sure. Yeah, there was a long distance where, yeah, a hammer can't kill a flame, but a statue can. I haven't shown that yet, but I'll try to. So while my back is fireproof when I'm ducking, well, not fireproof from these. These are too hot. Fireproof from, like, piranha plant fire. That I'll get a chance to show. There's a leaf in one of those. Don't bop them. And if you have a P-wing, you can get above there. I don't wish to do such a thing. I don't think you can do it without a P-wing. Alright, looks like I'm good, and I have a good weapon to use against the Koopa kid in here, who is Lemmy. You're on a ball, and you throw balls, and I'm in quite a bit of danger. I'd like some of my hammers to connect, please. I guess maybe I can't use a hammer on Lemmy. Okay. Well, I'll have to do this the hard way, then. Well, dang. Alright. So, can't use a hammer on Lemmy. That was the main thing that I learned there. Okay, so gonna use my item then. Airship goes right there. Hammer suit. Let's do it again. Mario's able to just jump that high to get all the way up in the airship from the ground. I can totally do that jump. Without the without climbing the chain once the airship flies away. So that anchor item that I was talking about, apparently I did miss something way earlier in the game that I had just kind of forgotten about, so I've been reminded about it. On Loop 2 I'll show where the anchor comes from, and I guess what it does if I can. But yeah, I could have had it by now, I just do not. Okay, so this was not hard to get through hitless. Lemmy was. But if I take a much more aggressive approach, I think that'll go better. I was just being much too passive. Can I make this jump? I can! Mario's standing jump in this game is unusually high for a Mario game. So sometimes I will misjudge things like that and not realize I can just go. I think I need a little more run first. Alright, Lemmy. So more aggressive. He will summon balls, yes, I know. And they'll bounce around like that and kind of make a mess. But there we go. I did it. And we get to see the hammer suit dialogue, and now I can do the last airship stress-free. Good. Okay. Ice World is a lot, especially when I accidentally loop back to the start of it. That was still pretty funny. It's fine. Didn't have a lot more plans for that warp whistle. That answered the one that I had. What are you? Well, you're still sort of a seal. Hey, you! How about lending me your clothes? No dice! What a drag! Okay, he wants to dress up as whatever I'm dressed as. I'm dressed as Hammer. Greetings, I am well. Please retrieve the magic whistle hidden in the darkness at the end of the third world. And then the word wrapping on I've enclosed a jewel that helps protect you is a bit different. Hidden in the darkness at the end of the third world. So this is a clue for 1-3. It's the third level rather than the world, which is going to be confusing. Hidden in the darkness. White block has special powers. Like, I have a hard time imagining anybody would have put together the clues from what is in the game, but maybe somebody did. Retrieve the magic whistle hidden in the darkness at the end of the third world. That's how the clue was translated. Anyway, so I have another P-Wing now. There's the hammer suit sprite. And we are in the pipe maze. That will be next time.